Hey 49ers faithful, we're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. There's a buzz starting to build, and if you're a fan of Smash Mouth football, you're gonna want to hear this. Rumors are swirling that Derrick Henry, the king of powerbacks, might be heading to the Bay Area to join none other than the San Francisco 49ers. Now, let's take a minute to let that idea marinate. We're talking about one of the most dominant, physically punishing running backs of this generation, possibly teaming up with one of the most innovative offenses in the NFL. Kyle Shanahan with Derrick Henry in the backfield? That's the kind of potential pairing that makes defensive coordinators lose sleep. It's just a rumor for now, but there's enough smoke here that we might need to check for fire. You know how these things start. A few whispers from insiders, some subtle social media activity, and suddenly the football world is on high alert. So why would this move even make sense? Let's break it down. The 49ers are no strangers to a deep backfield, but they've also seen how injuries can derail a promising season. Christian McCaffrey has been sensational, no doubt, but imagine a 1-2 punch of McCaffrey and Henry. That's thunder and lightning. It's finesse and brute force. It's almost unfair. Shanahan loves versatility, and while Henry isn't known for catching passes out of the backfield, his ability to control the tempo of a game, wear down a defense, and dominate in the fourth quarter fits perfectly with a Niners identity. Plus, if the Niners want to go all in for a Super Bowl run, adding a veteran like Henry could be the missing piece. They've come close before, but maybe this is the kind of bold move that finally gets them over the hump. Of course, nothing in the NFL is ever simple. Salary cap gymnastics would need to happen, and we know the 49ers have some big contracts already on the books. But there are ways to make it work, especially if Tennessee is motivated to move on from Henry as they begin what looks like a soft rebuild. Word on the street is the Titans are open to trade offers, especially if it involves draft capital. Niners, despite not having a first-round pick, have found creative ways to pull off blockbuster deals before. Remember how they landed McCaffrey. It wasn't cheap, but it paid off. The front office has proven they're not afraid to be aggressive when they believe a move can push them into championship territory. And Derrick Henry, even at this stage in his career, is still a player that commands respect and changes the way defenses line up. Now let's talk fit. Henry isn't your typical Shanahan back. He's more old school, downhill, straight through your face kind of runner. But that could actually be a strength. Shanahan's outside zone scheme could be tweaked to accommodate Henry's style, or they could simply alternate between schemes depending on the situation. Think about short yardage, red zone plays, or closing out games in the fourth quarter. Henry is built for those moments. While McCaffrey is the all-purpose threat, Henry could be the finisher, the guy who salts games away when the Niners are up by 2 scores. You want to talk about complementary football? That's it. Henry doesn't need 25 carries a game anymore. Give him 12-15 high-impact carries and let him go to work. It could be a career-extending move for him and a championship-level move for the team. And then there's the leadership aspect. Derrick Henry is a respected figure around the league. Quiet, hard-working, and relentless on the field. He's the type of player that sets a tone in the locker room. You combine that with guys like George Kittle, Fred Warner, and Deebo Samuel, and you've got a culture of toughness and accountability that's hard to beat. It's easy to overlook the human side of these rumors, but personality fit matters. Henry isn't a diva. He's a worker. And in San Francisco, that's gold. Plus, with the 49ers often battling through injuries late in the season, having someone like Henry who has been through the wars and knows how to manage his body could prove invaluable during the playoff stretch. It's not just about talent. It's about timing, fit, and football IQ. Henry checks all those boxes. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Of course, the fans are already dreaming. Social media has been ablaze with mock-ups of Henry in that scarlet and gold uniform, breaking tackles and stiff-arming defenders into the turf. Some are already comparing this potential duo of McCaffrey and Henry to the best backfields in recent memory. And it's not just 49ers fans getting excited. Neutral fans, analysts, even some former players are chiming in about how scary this could be. The league changes fast, and sometimes it only takes one daring move to shift the power balance. If the Niners pull this off, it would send a clear message. They're all in. And with the NFC as competitive as ever, that kind of statement might be exactly what's needed to stand out from the pack. After all, windows to win are never guaranteed. You've got to capitalize when you're close. Now, let's be real. This isn't a done deal. There's no confirmation from either camp, and we haven't seen any official trade request or press release. But the timing is interesting. The Titans are clearly in transition, and the 49ers are on the brink. Henry's contract is manageable for a team that wants to win now. And while nothing is imminent, insiders have hinted that conversations are happening. That's vague, but in NFL speak, that's often how it starts. The offseason is when teams lay the groundwork for big moves. It's where dreams are sold and strategies are formed. Sometimes rumors fizzle out, but sometimes they light the fuse for something explosive. If you're the 49ers and Henry is available at the right price, can you really afford to pass up the chance? Let's not forget how the league evolves. The Niners have seen how physical playoff football gets and how important it is to dominate the trenches and control the clock. That's where Henry thrives. He's not the flashiest name anymore, but his impact is undeniable. And if paired properly, his strengths could be magnified. We've seen Shanahan work wonders with lesser talent. Now imagine him with two of the best backs in the league at his disposal. Defensive coordinators would be left guessing every play. Play action with Henry in the backfield. Brock Purdy could feast on mismatches. Suddenly, that offense looks even more dynamic, even more balanced. It's a scary thought, and maybe that's exactly what the 49ers need to finally raise that Lombardi trophy again. So while this is still just a rumor, an intriguing, juicy, potentially league-shifting rumor, it's one that feels a little too perfect to ignore. The Niners have the ambition, the system, and the urgency. Henry has the experience, the hunger, and the game-breaking ability. The pieces fit. Whether it happens or not, just the idea of it has already changed the conversation. It's the kind of scenario that makes the NFL offseason so electric. And who knows? Maybe, just maybe, come training camp, we'll see 2022 suited up in red and gold, ready to make another run. This time with a whole new team, a whole new mission, and maybe, just maybe, a shot at a ring. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.